Imagine you're hurtling down a centuries-old mountain pass in northern Italy, the sun low on the horizon, and suddenly you realize the elegant Italian SUV you're gripping the wheel of, lyrical curves, the badge of the serpent, the promise of Bella Macchina, may not be the romantic escape you thought. Because this is the 2026 Alfa Romeo Stelvio. Charming Italian? Think again. Let's get one thing out of the way. Most of us expect an Alfa to be about passion, flair, raw emotion. But what if I told you this Stelvio is more brain than beauty, more engineering than enchantment? A subtle twist that many might miss until it's too late. Now, before we dive into every design curve, every tech spec, every driving sensation, do me a favor, hit subscribe, because we're digging deep, no fluff, into what this car really offers and what it doesn't. You'll want to come back for the full verdict. First impression, it stops you in your tracks. The Stelvio doesn't whisper, it declares. From the signature triangular Scudetto grille, bold air intakes, the sculpted fenders that pay homage to Alfa's racing past, to the razor-sharp shoulder line, this is Italian design with attitude. Look closer. The 20-inch diamond-cut alloy wheels, the dark Brembo brake calipers, these are cues that this isn't just a comfy SUV, it's a driver's machine. The lighting is precise. Adaptive matrix LEDs, slim yet aggressive, giving you that high-end tech meets Italian artistry feel. The body proportions, long hood, short overhangs, a planted stance. You feel the car is ready, not just to carry your groceries, but to carve corners. But here comes the subtle shift. While it looks sporty, some rivals have already surpassed it in refinement and usability. Slide into the cabin, and the first thing you notice, the sporty sculpted seats, deep bolstering, premium leather and stitching that say, "This is Alfa." The two-tone steering wheel, the driver-centric layout, all designed to make you feel part of the machine. Ambient lighting, elegant aluminum trim, and that unmistakable Italian flair, yes, it's there. The tech suite, an 8.8-inch center touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. Behind it, a digital instrument cluster you can customize. Materials? Mostly leather and metal accents up front, but in back, you'll notice some harder plastics. The rivals emphasize luxury more. Ergonomically, the seating position is tight, driver-focused, great for engagement, less so for casual comfort. Rear seat legroom, adequate, but not class-leading. Cargo, usable, but if you're thinking SUV practicality first, this may make you pause. All right, let's get into the numbers, but keep it light. Under the bonnet, a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine, delivering 280 horsepower and 306 pound-feet of torque. You're shifting through an 8-speed automatic, quick, smooth, but you feel the sport setting. You feel the engine respond. In testing, 0 to 60 miles per hour was around 5.4 seconds. That's credible for its class. Real-world highway testing returned about 26 mpg at 75 miles per hour. Car and driver. So yes, the power is ample, but fuel economy doesn't dominate like some competitors. Seating for 5. Cargo behind the rear seats is approximately 19 cubic feet, which is on the smaller side in the segment, limited to 4 years or 50,000 miles, average for the class, but not extraordinary. So we've built up the strengths: style, driver engagement, solid engine, premium feel. But here's the pivot. The biggest drawback of the 2026 Stelvio is the compromise between sportiness and practicality. The sharp focus on driver engagement means that luxuries and day-to-day usability are behind some rivals. The tight cargo space, the somewhat dated infotainment screen size, the rear legroom that isn't generous, these are not crippling, but they are what you trade if you pick the Alfa over something more practical. To be specific, if your priorities lean toward family-friendly SUV with maximum space and tech for the money, then this Stelvio might feel like it demands compromise. The flavor here is sport first, luxury second, space somewhere down the line. Who this affects most? Drivers who demand all three: performance, premium, practicality. This car gives 2 out of 3 brilliantly, but not all 3 equally. So who's in the ring? The natural rival for the Stelvio is the BMW X3, especially the xDrive 30 version. Let's contrast. Stelvio, sharper handling, more character, strong styling, but smaller cargo and a little less refinement tech-wise. BMW X3 may be less romantic, more polished, practicality higher up the food chain, stronger infotainment and cargo room. In terms of pricing, the Stelvio starts around $48,995 in the US for 2026. Cars.com. The X3 might start slightly higher or similar depending on spec. So you're paying for the Alpha badge, the driving emotionality. Market future. The Stelvio is built on the decade-old Giorgio platform, and the model is scheduled to be carried over for another year while the second generation is delayed. That means for the next 3 to 5 years, if you buy a new Stelvio, you're buying the last of this generation. Alfa Romeo is shifting toward electrification and updated platforms, but this version bridges to that. For the enthusiast who wants internal combustion, sports SUV feel with Italian heritage, the timing is now. So let's circle back to where we started. The romantic vision of Italian charm confronted with the real-world practicality trade-off. The 2026 Alfa Romeo Stelvio is charming, but if you buy it expecting ultra-luxury space, cutting-edge tech, and maximum comfort everywhere, you may end up disappointed. But if you buy it for style, engagement, looks, and that distinct Alfa flavor, you'll get something exciting. My verdict, if I had to pick one word, it's character. The Stelvio delivers character in spades. It isn't perfect, but if you're after emotion over mere utility, it could be the one. Now I want to hear from you. Would you pick emotion over practicality in an SUV? Comment below Team Emotion or Team Practicality and tell me why. Don't forget, like this video if you found the inside story useful, subscribe for more deep dives. We've got another hot model coming next week, and hit that bell so you don't miss it. Until next time, keep your drives alive.